officials advise to keep those masks on in public spaces. Some are even opting for 2 masks for extra protection. But dermatologists, as a result, are starting to see an uptick in skin irritation as a result of mask wearing, like maskne, that's acne from masks, or also eczema and some other concerns. To discuss more, we bring in Dr. Jeanine Downie, dermatologist at Mountainside and Overlook Hospitals and co-host of The Gist Show on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. Downie.
Thank you for having me, Lindsay. How are you?
I am well. Glad to be talking with you today. Let's start out with maskne. Tell us what you're seeing and what can be done about it.
I guess the bottom line is that a lot of my patients are coming in, and now that they're really putting their masks on a lot more and they're using medical grade masks, they're seeing breakouts of papules and pustules and cysts all over the lower part of their face. So the friction, the sweating under the mask, the rebreathing into the mask is all causing the maskne, and it's all over people's faces, around their mouths and the beginning of their neck. And so people are really, really upset. So what I'm recommending is topical anti-acne medications, oral anti-acne medications, sometimes chemical peels. I always tell them not to pick like that woman is picking right now. I tell people not to pick at all. And sometimes we need to get laser involved as well. So that's one of the things I'm seeing. Also seeing a lot more hair bumps, and that is in men and women. And that can be treated with everything I just mentioned, plus laser hair removal.
And you know, I think some people keep reusing their masks, and in many times that's just not a good idea, right? You need to make sure that you're washing the masks and throwing them away in some cases.
Right. So the reusable disposable masks, you know, like this one, you know, the KN95, I tell everybody, use it and throw it away. So in the medical profession,
one time.
we're switching just one time. And we're switching 2 to 3 times a day. Many people are wearing them for the full day, the KN95s. Those are the ones that are more gentle for your ears. If you have little ears like mine, they tend to stay on nicely. But I tell everybody, once you use it once, throw it away. Don't reuse it. And then if you're using a cloth mask, use it, wash it with actually a gentle cleanser, but actually wash it thoroughly every single night that you're using it. That way you're not getting all that added bacteria on the actual mask, because that bacteria can lead to, I'm particularly seeing a lot of flares of rosacea. That's the redness. 20 million Americans suffer from red patches and redness of their skin. And then alcohol, stress, cold weather, hot weather, all of those things can make it worse. So right now we're suffering with the cold weather. So a lot of people, their rosacea is getting worse and worse and worse.
So you tell me if this is a bad idea, but this is potentially a cost-saving tip for those at home. This is what I do because I have the makeup on underneath the mask and everything. So often I just put tissue paper right under it. Would you say that that's a good idea or that's not a good idea?
As long as your mask is fitting you snugly above right here and you have it properly, you know, kind of lassoed on your ears, that's actually not a bad idea at all, because less makeup will rub off onto your actual mask. So I think that's actually a very, very good idea. And so I tell everybody the same thing. If you want to preserve your lipstick, that's another thing that you can do, is put on a piece of tissue as kind of a buffer. But for those people, those viewers of yours that smoke weed or vape, they're going to have more chapped lips than the general population. And chapped lips are another thing we're seeing with all these maskne and mask complaints right now, is the super, super, super chapped lips. So it's the new year, it's January, time to quit.
Or just get some chapstick or Vaseline, I guess, too, right? So
right.
You also say that masking can exacerbate other skin issues like hair bumps, eczema, and rosacea. Tell us why, and also some possible solutions for that.
Okay, so I was mentioning rosacea in terms of the redness, so everybody should be wearing sunscreen every single day. And if you know you have a trigger like alcohol, then maybe decrease your alcohol intake right now. In terms of eczema flares, the friction and the rebreathing really is aggravating people's eczema all over their faces and their necks. And so I'm giving people prescription immunomodulators. I'm telling them to use oil-free moisturizers. I'm telling them not to pick, because they can pick off whole sections of their skin, which is not good at all. And then I'm telling them sometimes some of them actually need oral medications to help them. That's how bad it's getting.
And you started out by saying, you know, to wear the sunscreen. I think that a lot of people may be under the impression that, look, half of my face is covered with the mask. I don't really need to put sunscreen under that. Not the case.
No, not at all. So I tell everybody the same thing. The mask is not providing you any SPF at all.
Appreciate that, so we can have that shiny, glowy skin like you, Dr. Jeanine Downie. Thank you so much for all the tips and advice.
Thank you kindly for having me, Lindsay. Take care of yourself.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.